No, we will say that is a member of the people in general. Everybody, male and female, irrespective of religious affiliation, irrespective of political affiliation. So we are saying that Senator Michael Okoyemi Bamidele is a representative of everybody in the 5 local governments comprising of Ekiti Central Senatorial District. Honorable Steve Fatoba is a representative of everybody in Ado and Repodun Felodun local government areas. Honorable Omonleye is a representative of everybody in Nigeru, Ekiti West, and Efon local government areas. Now, when we are able to agree on that, then that takes us to the next question of how are they representing, or how should they be representing? And that was what took us.
Father, maybe hold on. We'll come back to that question later, so that we'll give the LAJ chairman the opportunity to say one or two things as regards reasons behind going into this mission.
All right. Thank you very much. You see, in our society today, a lot of us enjoy impunity. It is when it works against us that will come out to cry foul. The media, according to the Nigerian Constitution, is a sector that has been empowered to hold people accountable. And just like Father has said, reports like this are what people in the Western world appreciate, because it puts them on their toes. It alerts them on the necessary things to do to improve on their services to the people. Except in this side of the world, when you come out with laudable ideas like this, and you turn out to find out that people are actually not happy or aggrieved by it. What we have actually done in partnership with JDPI is exercising our statutory responsibility as media to hold government accountable. And just like Father has said, it is not out of bias. We have no intention to shunt anybody or to call anybody out. It's just to let them know, and members of the public to be aware of their role. Because as representatives of the people, you are not representing yourself, your friend, or your family. You are representing people of your constituency. And in communication, feedback is actually necessary.
Yes. The chairman just said something as regards feedback. I'm very sure, Father, the feedback is what is actually contained in the report, because without the feedback, you wouldn't have the opportunity to say this is the specific responses or responses of the people out there. So, the feedback, how did you go about the feedback, about the responses of these people? How did you carry out the assignments?
Okay, thank you. Like I earlier said, we do not have the resources to interview everybody. We went about using the mode of random sampling. We went all around the communities in the Ekiti Central Senatorial District, and the first place of call, anywhere we get to, is the palace. Because we take the palace to be the center of unity of the community. Is the palace. Try to see the royal father, try to see the people in the palace. At times it might be the secretary of the Oba that will speak to us. We go to the market square where people are gathered.
Yes.
We could have gone to churches. We could have gone to the people that we know, but we go to the market square, interview people randomly. We move around and try to see where people are gathering, maybe even where they are playing, recreational centers. and we ask them questions. And so what we are out to do, because it's an exercise that continues, is to have a feel of what of the people's perception about the people representing them. Do they know the people representing them? Do they know where to reach the people representing them? Do they know about the policies of the federal government through the people representing them? The federal government is carrying out amendment of constitution. The people representing us in the National Assembly are the people that are supposed to come and inform us of government policy from time to time. Do the people know about the 25,000 naira monthly cash to the poor people that federal government is giving out? Do the students know about the student loan policy that the federal government is executing? Do the farmers know about the government policy concerning agric? So do the people know about the policies of the government from the people that are representing them? Basically, that was what the exercise was all about, to have a feel. Now, to provide that means through which the people that are representing will hear the people that they are representing. The purpose of the exercise is to wake people from their slumber, to draw it to their attention that these are things that you should be doing. They could be very elementary, but they are very basic, particularly with regards to the system of government that we are running.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Babatuye, further says something just now, that is awareness. That is to let people know that these people, that particular policies in place by the federal government, that is the availability of the representatives, those that are representing the people at the National Assembly. With your experience during the exercise, how did you feel with the response of the people as regards their accessibility to those that are representing them?
Yes, you see, what we actually achieved during the report was that it was not as if these lawmakers have not done anything at all. But the fact remains that those things have been done without due consultation, engagement with their people. Let me tell you something. One of the major responsibilities of a lawmaker is to make law. But can you make a law without the contribution of the people you are representing? Today, let any of the lawmakers come out and challenge us that he or she, let me just say he, has actually held a town hall meeting since their election, especially those that we actually observed have not actually recorded well in terms of engagement. If you are to make law, you are to meet with your people, not just waking up and say, okay, I want, and that is why we are not getting it right in this side of the world. There is need for input of the people that you are representing. There is need for you to also come back and tell them, this is how far we have gone about this. So this is what government is doing at the top. Are you satisfied with this? Because you are not there on your own. You are there on their mandate. And whatever you'll be doing there is what they want. Today, you have communities who don't have water. But they may have like 2 or 3 hospitals, which they don't need. Today, there are communities that do not have electricity, that do not have road. But government will just come with one federal government project that is not even relevant with the immediate need of the people. That is because there are no engagement. And this engagement can be done in different ways. There's nothing bad if a lawmaker is coming home and said, okay, all my people, meet me on so radio station tomorrow for 1 hour, 2 hours. I will be giving you feedback on what I have done, what I want to do, what government is doing, and things like that. Another role of the lawmaker is education. Today, when you ask our people, let's look at the statistics today. EKITI is one of the states with low numbers of students that have benefited from the federal government student loan. Because some students do not even know how to get the loan. They don't even know where to go. And this is one of the responsibilities of the lawmakers. How many times have you taken your time to tell the student, this is how you can benefit, this is the importance of this and this like that? The federal government tax reform policy that has been signed to law How many lawmakers has come out to educate members of the public about this? These are their roles. If people are aware, when we went out to meet them, they will tell us that, oh, actually I had my lawmaker on the radio sometimes. So when some lawmakers come, when they are around, what they do is to invite their friends, their cronies, attend to them. And sometimes it is important for our lawmakers to note that benefits are not limited to their parties alone. That is another thing. Even when empowerment are coming, it is for the generality of the mass of public, including those that voted for you and those that did not vote for you. And that is why our project must be very, very significant in such a way that it will accommodate a lot of people. The benefit will not be to a particular set of people. So engagement in the democratic setting is very, very key, because it will also guide that lawmaker not to have done something that is called misplaced priority.
Yes, please let me just add a few things to this lawmaking, because some of the lawmakers they have been coming out to say that we should have asked the people about the bills that they have sponsored, about the bills. I mean, that is narrowing down the issue involved. As the Honorable Chair for NUJ has rightly said, it is not about the bills that you have sponsored. It's about the representation of the people in the making of the laws. Federal government wants to take a loan. Federal governments want to take a loan for something. It is the people representing us that are supposed to come and tell us that, oh, federal government is taking this loan, and this loan is going to be paid back in 20 years' time, in 30 years' time, and this loan is going to be used to do this and to do that. Because the moment the person representing a constituency consents to the collection of loan, all of us, we have consented. You take decisions on our behalf. The issue is about your involvement in decisions making, representing as a representative. And so the radio platform is there, the internet facilities are there. Let the lawmakers come out to say that, as he has said, oh, I have engaged the people of my constituency in conversation. Not that I have engaged the people of my party, because they tell us they attend my ward meetings. Ward meetings are attended by party members. So we are talking about engagement that transcends the party affiliation. The people of my constituency, this is how I have regularly interfaced with them. That is the key.
Yes, he said something else now, that is part sponsoring bills. That is, we should not be bothered with the number of bills sponsored, but the effects of the bills sponsored on the people, the impact of the bill.
No. Right. Not that we should not be bothered with the bills. The bills that they sponsor is an aspect. You might be a lawmaker for 6 years, or when a person that is in the lawmaking for 6 years is coming out to say that he has sponsored 3-4 bills in 6 years. That means when you put it on ratio, that means it's taking like 2 years for you to sponsor a bill. Yeah.
What about the impact on the
so, and you want to be assessed that because you have sponsored a bill for amendment of the name of a place or for that. We are saying that your work transcends that. Even the bills that you want to sponsor, it's supposed to evolve from the people that you are representing. But I mean, the people of BSES, the people of BSES will want to sponsor a bill for a cloud where you could store your information. And everybody comes out to discuss. Of course, everybody might not agree. Democracy is about the majority as against the minority. So 1/6 agrees that they should be built a cloud. It becomes a decision of all of us. No longer the decisions of those 6. It becomes the decision of the 10. Then you, as a representative, you pursue that course.
Yes, Mr. Abatuyi, information is said to be power. And we are talking about projects or empowerment that impact the lives of those these leaders are representing. So now, how effective, how do you feel is more appropriate for our lawmakers to embark on empowerment that will involve the generality of the people? Yes, most empowerments are maybe allegedly done by politicians, but no benefit most. As those are attend party meetings, but those, what about others? How is the best way to make this thing happen?
Yes, I think I would like to commend, let me say, Senator Kweyemi Bamidele, the Senate leader, for some of his projects, which I will mention now. Number one, though, the library, then I think we have an accommodation built for students, then we have some roads and things like that. Those are projects that a lot of people can benefit from. But you see this attitude of coming to distribute hairdryer. In fact, I don't know who actually gave us in EKITI State that mandate that if you want to do an empowerment, you must distribute hairdryer and sewing machine. Some of these facilities are even distributed to the wrong hands. Some of them, before they leave the empowerment field, they will, in fact, some people will come to the field with buyer, already made buyer. Some of these things are not actually, because there are no even feasibility studies to even know whether those who are benefiting are the actual. I'm a journalist, I've attended some empowerment, and we've seen some of these infractions. However, let's not even come to the world of the empowerment. Sir, we have witnessed empowerment in some states of some representatives earning the same salary, earning the same allowances. We see the magnitude of what they give. Giving ambulances, 10, giving vehicles, building hospitals, building roads and things like that. But here we come up with, and this empowerment sometimes maybe once in 2 years or once in 1 year, and they will say it's mega empowerment. When you look at the whole world of the mega empowerment, you know that it's just a peanut compared to what members of the public are expected to benefit from them. We are not saying that lawmakers are philanthropists that is just come and start throwing money, but whatever you are doing must have impact in members of the public. The impact must be felt by the people, not just coming to say you want to distribute. Imagine you are doing empowerment and you say you are giving people 5,000 naira as empowerment, 10,000 naira. What can 10,000 naira do for anybody today in this present day economy? How many millionaires?
What power can 5,000 give?
Can give? And you are saying you are empowered. What power can 5,000 naira give to anybody in this current day economy? There are a lot of things that can be done. Human capital development, involvement in digital economy, involvement in ICT, training people in such a way that they will be self-empowered, employed and self-reliant, rather than waiting for white-collar job.
Well, let me add to that. On the Fresh FM, when the aides of Honorable Fatova, they said they empowered artisans. One of the callers said they should mention one artisan that they empowered. Though the anchor now said the person might not want his name. No, but the caller was so sure, and the caller was not motivated, the caller was not known, say, mention one artisan. Somebody is doing almanco work. In the empowerment, in the distribution, they gave him makeup kits to a person that is doing almanco, and you call that empowerment? And the pumping, the
spraying machine.
The spraying machine, the spraying machine. We saw instances where immediately those items were being collected, they were being sold because they were not needed. Because they were not needed. Empower the people in a way that the people will be empowered.
Yeah, Father, this will lead us to this particular question or observation. It is observed that this empowerment or things like that benefits initiated by lawmakers or leaders to the people. We have intermediaries. So, Mr. Lagbaja, get me the names of some people in your area. these intermediaries at times they do a lot of harm to those that are to our leaders that are good, because when the names of like 10 people are collected, yes, he collected the name of 10 people. At the end of the day, getting there, submitting the name with a condition: if you are giving 10,000 naira, I have a percentage from it. What is your reaction to this?
Yeah,
I think this will definitely affect the performance, the assessment of the leader in question.
There is a principle in law, vicarious liability. The principal is vicariously liable for the actions of his agents. You choose your agents. They have not been picked for you. So if you want to carry out empowerment and you go through the wrong person, I mean, what we are saying is that the lawmakers should come on here to talk to their people. They will also be able to speak from their experiences. Now, if you want to have, a lawmaker that wants to empower the people of a constituency, as JDPI, NUJ, we might not be able to have resources to interview everybody. In the same way, a lawmaker might not have the resources to empower everybody. But there is one principle called principle of objectivity. When they want to play a game, a match, you see the referee bringing the captains, and they could have as well said, you go to the left, you go to the right. But the objectivity might be compromised through that. They toss a coin, because only one group side will start on the left, because for the players, at the positioning of the sun, the state of the weather, at a particular point in time might contribute to the well-being and the wholeness of the players, such that because you are playing from one angle might be to your disadvantage. And so when they want to group countries, when they want to play World Cup, if somebody just comes and say Nigeria is going to be in the Group A, and in Group A there's going to be Brazil, there's going to be Argentina, there's going to be England, they will say it's group of death, these people don't want us to qualify. But when they want to get that done, objectivity, they will require that they pick a ball, they pick number, everybody sees it. Now, if you want to empower 100 people, come on here. For the people of BSES constituency, we want to empower 100 people. You can submit your application through this. For the empowerment of 100 people, 10,000 people might submit applications. You screen. You come on here again and say, we received applications from 10,000. These are the 100 people that have been judge qualified. Others, you wait for your time. You announce their names, an amount that you are giving to them. If tomorrow you are doing another empowerment and a particular name keeps recurring, then people might ask questions, why must it be this person that will just be benefiting? That is objectivity. Is there objectivity in the empowerment processes, in the empowerment has been carried out? They should put that into their action. Objectivity. You are representing everybody. You are not representing particular persons.
Yes, Mr. Abati, Father said something. He mentioned emphasize objectivity, and I think added to that should be transparency in the choice of those that are benefiting from these empowerments and things like that. Yes, apart from coming on the radio, like Father suggested, what other means do you think? Other ways do you think our lawmakers and representatives can achieve this objectivity as regards those that are benefiting from their gesture?
What other means have they been using to get votes? When these people need vote, they know how to reach the nook and cranny of the state or of the towns that are made up of their constituency. But now, when it is now time for people to benefit, they are no longer coming to it. You see, the most important thing is that there are various ways, even through churches. You can reach people through mosques, you can reach them through palace, you can reach them through town hall meeting. You can also have a tour of some communities, telling them that, oh, our lawmaker that is representing us. In fact, do you know that seeing a lawmaker for somebody a sense of belonging. It's a relief for someone that, oh, in fact, I was able to see my lawmaker with my 2 eyes and things like that. You can come there and ask them, okay, in your community, what are your needs? When they itemize the need, within them you cannot agree which one is most needed at this particular time. Then you pick. When such a project is done, you will see that it will have more impact, and the people will feel that sense of belonging, that, oh, we were actually carried out. This was not. You see, people, you cannot just wake up and just say, oh, I want to provide solar for this particular community, or I want to give this community borehole. A community that you are giving borehole may not have electricity to power the borehole. They may not even have the necessary. You see, some boreholes now, immediately they are done by some lawmakers or by government. Few months or when you get there, they are already damaged. There are no maintenance culture. There are no other things that are put in place to actually attend to them. So the lawmakers have a lot. In fact, there are a lot of ways that you can actually reach out to your people, just like even Father has said, even through the media, because God has even helped us with this current technology. There are a lot of ways that you can, even from the comfort of your room, reach a larger number of people than even going around, and you will make positive impact.
Yes, to participate on the program this morning, the number to call is 081 30 13 2097. 081 30 13 2097. Call in, tell us your name, where you are calling from, and make your contribution. The program is still issues in the news, and the topic will be treated as the LUJ JDPI report on lawmakers from EKITI State. Yes, Father, before I'm very sure.
I'm sorry, please, I need to add this because we need. Okay.
There's a caller.
I need to add this, that the report, those that were interviewed were recorded. We have audio of people that actually spoke about the questions were also thrown to them. We have all the recordings that if there are need for us to also come up with some of these. In fact, you will be marveled at some of the things these people were saying about their lawmakers.
We have a caller here. Good morning. Your name and where you are calling from. Okay, please do. Okay. Yes, thank you for that contribution from Ejori. Father, still talking about the topic. We are talking about objectivity and the likes. Now, with the outcome of the report, the feedback from the field, what is your message to our representatives, to politicians in general?
The report is not about particular persons. The report is about office holders. If you are holding public office in a representative capacity, understand and take it that you need to find a way to be connected to the people you are representing. Mr. Akaude mentioned grassroots. One Baba of about 96 years old called and said that in the last election, he was among those helping one of these lawmakers to gather shares when he visited their community. The Baba now said that after the elections, that they never set their eyes on him. The politicians, when they want to get votes, they know the names of everybody, they know the phone numbers of everybody, they know the addresses of every eligible voter in their constituency, they know. And they know how to be very kind. The method that you use to interact with everybody when you are seeking for votes, use that method to interact with them when you eventually find yourself holding public office. in a representative capacity.
Yes, the number to call in is still 081 3013 2097. 081 3013 2097. Mr. Kayode, Father said something just now. That is, people during votes, we see our politicians coming to solicit for votes, but thereafter, you don't see them. What's your take?
You see, that is the truth. We have actually come here to be mild in our comments. Ordinarily, there are a lot of things that should be said, but we don't just want to aggravate the matter. Let me tell you something. I am a journalist, and I've been in this state for almost 2 decades now, working as a journalist. I can attest to you, quote me anywhere, that we have lawmakers that have not seen more than 1 or 2 eyes. If me, as a journalist, is telling you now that aside maybe peradventure on TV, I have not seen a lawmaker. Now tell me the person that is living in remote areas or that are living in villages, how will they see these people? When I mean we have not seen them is that we have those that we see often. I don't mean you have to come to my house or come to my office, maybe or peradventure in press conferences. Events, activities, how many of them do? Even when they are around, how many of their constituents have access? I hope you get what I'm saying. How many of them have this access? It's not until people come to your house and start bootlicking or start lying in the floor begging you before. It is their right. You are even the one that's supposed to come and be looking for them, not them looking for you, because you are there on their mandate. And that is what we don't understand in this side of the world. You see lawmakers coming now, everybody wants to, they want everybody to be hailing them, everybody to be sleeping on the floor for them because you see yourself as you are on the you are serving, you are holding the mandate of those people. In fact, the people are supposed to be more powerful. It is in this side of the world that everything has actually changed. So when it comes to this representation of it, it's not something that we need to joke with. Engagement with your people is key, and we want to advise our lawmakers going forward. They should start putting up strategies to see that they meet with their people regularly, quarterly, once in a while, so that people too will have this sense of belonging and being carried along. When you talk, when we carried out the report, there are people who told us that they don't even know whether their lawmaker have a constituency office. Imagine if you don't even know the constituency office of your lawmaker, and the same lawmaker is not staying in the village, is staying in the city. How do you have access to such a person?
Yes, time is not actually our friend on the program today.
Just give me,
yes,
let me just make this statement. It's most unfortunate that here people are afraid of government. Where things work well is the government that is supposed to be afraid of the people. So we want to return to that state where those in government will be seen and operate as managers on behalf of the people.
Yes, your passing word, Father, on the program today. No, election is fast approaching at the state, even at the national level. So, what is your message with this exercise? Your message to those that will be coming
from JDPI? We are sad that voters' apathy is on the increase. Every election, the participation is reducing. People are losing interest in elections. When you don't come out to vote, then you are losing your say, your voice, and your interest. When you sit down and you don't come out to vote, other people will vote on your behalf. So you mentioned election. Well, we will not get tired. We'll keep the campaign going. People, it is your right to choose those that will lead you. And those that will lead you, look at the antecedents. Don't begin to expect somebody to become some women, some ladies will say, when I marry him, I will make him to love me. Majority have regretted their action. If there is no love, ab initio, there cannot be love. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Imachi, your parting word on the program.
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to appreciate VSS for giving us this platform, and I want to let members of the public to know that we will continue in this pattern. It is our statutory responsibility, and we are going to do more. Very soon, we'll be coming out with a report of EKITI North Senatorial District by the grace of God, and we shall also deliver the report without bias. As the media and JDPI, the partnership is to ensure that we have a society that we can all be proud of.
Yes, to our listener out there, that will be the size of the program today. To my guests have been Reverend Father Emmanuel Akimbade, the Director of Justice Development and Peace Initiative, JDPI of the EKITI Catholic Diocese, and Mr. Kayode Babatu, the Chairman, Nigerian Union of Journalists in the EKITI State. You are welcome. I appreciate your coming on the program, and we do hope that this exercise will continue, and we shall continue together to enlighten and inform the society as regards the right thing to do at the appropriate time.
By the grace of God.
Yeah, till we meet again, till we have another edition on Friday. Odishola Thomas. Enjoy the rest of your day.